Hello, people. How are we doing? Good evening, chaps. Good evening, people in chat. If there's anybody actually alive right now, it's Friday. It's 8 o'clock. Where are you? There's only one place to be. To be honest, there's fuck all on television anyway.
I was going to say, he's on it.
No, he's in the rugby odds.
Oh, yes, it is indeed. The Wales-Scotland match.
Who?
It is indeed.
I thought it was Wales against France.
Who?
It is Wales. No, it's Scotland-France.
Oh, is it?
Yes. It's kind of the Six Nations decider. Good evening, Nick. I hope you're well in the chat moderator. I hope you're well.
Evening, Simon.
Good evening, Simon. I still want to say Killer Vapes, and I know it's Quick Vape. I've actually recorded your review today, Simon. You'll be pleased to that. Evening, Sherry. Good evening, Ryan. You still vaping it, Chris?
Yeah.
Mine's
got to put the batteries on charge.
Mine's all gone.
Yeah, mine. I had to save that bit of a bottle for the review because I nearly vaped the two bottles in one go.
I think I've got a little bit of lemon tart left, but the berry blaster's gone, the lime's gone.
Yeah, the lime's gone, the berry's gone. It's just the lemon tart. That's only because I forgot to charge the batteries, and it was like, I couldn't be bothered. I've been on this all week.
Chris, unfortunately, mate, we can't really see your mods because you've got a green screen. Everything just disappears a bit, buddy. It's a bit.
Yeah, if you hold it in front of your face, we can see it.
Oh, sorry, Lloyd. Hold on.
There you go.
Click the
That's it,
button.
Chris. Now you can see it. Yeah, as people can see, we should really explain. Tonight is the first of the LXV Factor auditions. And Lloyd has very bravely been our first guinea pig for an audition to join the panel tonight. So thank you very much, Lloyd, for throwing your name in the hat. We have a few more coming up over the next few weeks, hopefully. So if anyone else is brave enough, let us know. Paige or myself or Chris or Josh. And we'll get you on and give you a road test. So how's your week been, fellas? I know Josh was just saying he's had a manic week.
Always, man. I got good. I got
work. We've got financial year end happening, and it's also.
You're really quiet, Lloyd.
all right. I'm sorting it. Don't need to mention anything.
I was just doing it as well, Josh.
You can crack on again.
Yeah, I was just saying it's got financial year end, and I've also got the just normal month end happening at work just now. So I'll go.
Yeah, it's the most wonderful time of the year. The two things I hate most: financial year end and stock takes.
Oh, stock takes are a ball ache.
Yeah, man.
Financial year end don't really do it to me anymore.
No, I've just got to get rid of like a year's worth of paperwork and like shred it all in this tiny shredder, which takes us about 2 weeks.
Is it just me, or does that sound dodgy as hell? You've got to shred it all before they see it. Get it shredded.
No, it's just all the banking paperwork. It's our copies of the banking paperwork. So
you're making it sound even more dodgy now.
Yeah.
It's just the banking paperwork we're shredding.
Just the tax documents. Don't worry about it.
We keep 2 years worth. I'm getting rid of the previous year's worth.
Sean, no, I don't think that's quite fast enough. Evening, Monty. Evening, Ryan. Evening, Ingvar. I hope I said your name there right. Good evening. That's a cracking name.
Ingvar, Login. I can't. Sounds like Norwegian or Swedish, or I'm going with Norwegian.
Yeah, Scandinavian.
Yeah, I'm going with Norwegian.
Excuse me.
Oh, nice one, Simon. I know we was talking about that. Nice big new premises.
It's good to see that someone in the industry is doing bloody well in these crazy hard times. So congratulations to you, Simon.
That is awesome.
Yeah, congratulations, mate.
Stephen, I am well. I hope you're well. I've had a bit of a turbulent week, but we won't go down there. I've had a few little personal issues that we have to sort out. But all good, all back. Reviews going to be flowing again. Norway. Hello,
Boom.
Norway.
I knew it. I just knew it was Norwegian.
It's a cracking name.
Yeah, it really is.
It sounds a bit like a DC hero or something, doesn't it? One of the Marvel Avenger.
The reason I say with that, I work quite closely with a guy that's Norwegian who films all the videos for Richard Sounds and me, and it just seemed like such a Norwegian name. He's called Stian, but he's a really nice guy. I like the Norwegians. I like the Norwegians.
Right, okie dokie. Cheers for that, Josh.
That's all right.
Josh
Anytime.
likes the Norwegians. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, how are we doing, fellow? Anyone got anything new? Anything want to show us off? I know Lloyd's got something rather phallic-y to show off.
People are asking to see Lloyd's new shiny.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm one of the lucky people to have the Swordfish Kit. Full kit.
Show it off.
Yeah. Or as Vinny's calling it, the upside down Viking grip. At first I was a little bit hesitant when I sort of heard of the price. I was thinking maybe just getting the tube. I'm sort of talked about him to get in the entire kit. Glad he did, because if anybody knows me, knows I'm loyal to Asgard Mini. It's pretty much the only RDA I use, because for me, I get the best flavor out of it, and I just know how to work it perfectly. And this RDA that comes with it could possibly be an Asgard killer for me.
Ooh.
Well, Lloyd, you are fully aware that what we refer to as the Asgard, aren't you?
Yeah, you're in Rich's camp with that, aren't you?
I'm afraid so, yeah.
Asgard.
I mean, I perhaps shouldn't say too much, because I just agreed to do some reviews for Suicide, and we all know that they're linked to Vapor's Cloud, so I'm not going to say too much more. Good evening, Brian, if you're watching, my friend.
Well, congratulations, Tracy.
Oh yeah, congratulations, new niece.
That's amazing news.
That is a nice shiny.
That's a lovely looking mech. It is a lovely looking mech, definitely. So, what's the full kit cost, Lloyd? Roughly?
It cost $330 because I got a custom next step with it.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
it's the sort of thing you want matchy, though, right? And it's
Oh God, yeah.
definitely.
I just don't do matchy.
No,
He
no.
was going to send out just a neon acrylic one, but the sort of stab wood with it.
Yeah,
so
I mean that
goes perfect.
That
it's
does go.
super matchy. That is matchy game on point. That is on point.
As I was
Paul would
building
be
it,
happy
it
with
was
that.
like I sent you the wrong tip. It was just I sent you the stab wood one by mistake. I was like, oh, I'll send it back if you want me. He's like, oh, you can pay the extra. I was like, I'll pay the extra.
He got you up line and sinker there.
I like it. I sent it by mistake. Ams, we know
it's
your
no
game,
hard
Ams. We know
it's
your
no hard
game.
to talk me through and stuff.
Nah, fair enough. It's a beautiful looking bit of kit. I'm gonna tell you right now. You guys know. I reckon you guys know nothing of the penis mod. I reckon Vinny knows of the penis mod.
I know the penis mod, yes. That's not the penis
I reckon
mod.
I know.
No, there is one out there.
Yes, there is
I've seen
one out there.
pictures.
And yes.
Obviously, I would have seen it.
Valhalla Mini. I never even realised there was a Valhalla Mini. I know Chris likes the big one. It is a Valhalla you've got, Chris, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think the mini's fairly new. I seen a review on it on YouTube. Apparently, they sort of fucked up with it.
If that's the mini, then
That's
Jesus
No.
Christ.
If that's the mini, I want the large.
I know it's not, but yeah, had to do it.
Apparently what they've done is they've made an insert for the mini as well, so a little bit like what they've done with the Asgard and the Temple, and it's just completely ruined it.
Hey. Well, another Ultimate insert as well.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I quite like. There's some RDAs that are, and RDAs that have inserts in that, like literally boost the flavor.
Yeah.
Asgard mini.
Have you tried the Apex one, Lloyd?
The Apex one? No, not yet.
Because that's got it in the middle, hasn't it? To
Yeah.
separate the juice when you're dripping down the middle.
Yeah.
That looks quite interesting.
Not picked that one up yet. If I was going to get that, I'd sort of want to get the mech to go with it.
That's an expensive hobby, Lloyd.
It is. The missus hates it.
Yeah, I feel that pain, Lloyd.
Every time Alan rings the buzzer, going, "Is Vape on him?" Mrs. like, "Fucking hell, what now?"
That's the thing was what she was like after the auction.
Yeah, a little bit. Auction 2, she wasn't too mad at it because she got the drag exit that one. So
Yeah. Drag X, and what did you get?
Well, it's stuff.
Quite a
We'll
lot.
talk about it.
What's Ingard now saying? If you, Oh, Josh is spilling juice again.
Squonk bottle leakage.
He's squonking all over himself again.
Thanks, Simon. Crack on, buddy. I'll be in touch.
Literally, I am. I just filled it the dirty way by just sticking the bottle straight down the tube, and now I have juice all over my mouse mat and my keyboard, which I did not want.
Oh no!
Ooh. Sticky keys.
I wouldn't mind, but it's a £150 fucking keyboard.
Ouch.
It's all right. It comes apart. Every single bit's replaceable. It's not the end of the world. I can get spares.
I'd lose it if I had the keyboard that did that. I would lose the part.
It's a full mechanical keyboard, then, is it?
Evening. Is that Reese? Would you pronounce that Reese?
Reese Rushton, I think. I'm checking while I'm on. I can't remember what it's called. A Lycan with a Kennedy 25. It's just drip juice all over my keyboard. Cracking. I've got an Odin and a QP Fatality tonight. And I'm running some Sad Boy, Shamrock Cookie, and some Mod King Lemon of Tart. Or Tart of Lemon, even.
Tart of Lemon.
Come on. Me a Tocha with the Elite V2. There you go. On that, I've got the KV Lemon Tart. I'm also on the Dovpo with the QP Juggernaut V2. I think I got custard crack in that.
How are you finding the Juggernaut, Chris?
I'm loving it.
Yeah,
I've been using it all
you
week.
had a few teething problems, didn't you?
Yeah, it took me a little bit to get used to it because I'm used to having generous airflow, considering what this gives. But I'm actually quite liking it. It's been my primary use all week.
Don't you just love it when you come to a live and you don't bring a drip rag or anything with you?
I've got some here if you want one, mate.
Oh, that don't really help me right now.
Do you use your t-shirt?
It's only,
no, I can't use that one. That's a giveaway t-shirt.
it's only what, 350 miles away to come and get a rag from me?
I can borrow one off me. I'm further away.
No, you're nearer, Chris.
We are actually full on up and down the country tonight, aren't we?
We are. We cover just about every aspect of the
Yeah.
UK. Well, we don't go widthways though.
No, we don't. No.
If Andy was here, we'd have Wales.
Yeah. Yeah. We that's what we need. We need English, Irish, Welsh, Scottish.
We've got Scottish.
I know we have. I know, but we've got English.
Then we get Rabbit on. We'll have America. We can get a guest on from the other side of America.
And I'm on my Limelight Freehand Gloom. with, can't remember what this RDA is called now. The something that was expensive-ish. No, it is the someone from Australia. They're Australian. And then I've got another Limelight. I've got a Wicket Bliss DNA 60 with the Dwarf DL on top. And then can you guess what else I'm vaping? Just for a change.
Is it another Wicket?
It's another Wicket. and that's got a tripod on top. I didn't go for juices. That one's got Coron Cola by the Bogan. The Door DL has Donut King Raspberry Coconut because I fancy the change.
Are you not got vaped all that yet, Josh?
No, because I got fucking shitloads of it, didn't I?
You did get quite a lot.
And then the Squonk has in it Slow Blow, Nasty Juice,
Nice.
and then I've got a different style Wicket. the non DNA with another tripod on, and that has in it the Cyber Rabbit Neon.
That's a lovely juice.
I need to get on to Oxygen Vapors. I think I was supposed to be doing a review for that. It's not come yet. Are you just using the Swordfish then, Lloyd, or you got something else with you?
I've got the Swordfish, in that I have got Riot Squad Sublime. It's always my benchmark for any new RDs I use. I've got the Atocha with the Nightmare on it.
Is that a purple Atocha as well?
Yeah, purple.
Oh, lovely.
It's nicer than the green one.
Inside that, I've got some Nana's Pie from Vaporoni. I have the Vaporoni X Murals tube with Asgard on it, which I use a lot of love. Cat custard in that one. And you're really got to hate me on this one, but I've got the Kennedy Vindicator 28 with an Asgard mini on it. And some Smaxy liquid in that one.
You do have an Asgard fetish, don't you?
Which
I
snacks
have
flavour have you got
about
in that?
6 or 7 Asgards.
Fair enough. What's
Your
what's,
new name now is Mr. Asgard.
I was going to say, look,
No, I'll
Lloyd,
take it.
Lloyd, what Smacks liquid is it you've got in there?
It is the Berry Fantasy one.
They've changed all the names, haven't they?
Yeah, I've had the Acid Pony, or what used to be called the Acid Pony one. That was really nice.
Pony on acid is it's good, man. It's really different, but it's really good.
And I had another one from the range, but I can't. I wish they were paying me.
I don't know what Nick's talking about there.
that was sacrilege earlier, Vinny. That was sacrilege.
Yeah, I saw that and instantly threw up.
Well, what can we say? I had to put it on a regulator to coil it up and pulse the coils. So I used my hand in a small regal.
But then you actively took a picture of it and shared it to us.
Yeah, I don't know.
You could have just killed yourself.
The only reason I don't have the Kennedy RDA on it is because I got the 28mm, and it's just too much space to. I've not got coils really big enough to sort of fill up the space inside.
Yeah, with it being the 2 posts are quite wide on the 28, aren't they?
Yeah. So that's why I've got one of the best RDAs on it.
Oh, Daz, you've just gone down in my estimations. When I reviewed the Asgard,
even Josh is thrown up at that idea.
I didn't mind the flavor. I thought the flavor on the Asgard was good. It was just mine came with that original grub screw that you had to tighten into the squonk pin.
Yeah.
And when it comes to reviewing, it pissed fucking liquid out of it. So I couldn't really give it a good review when that happened.
Yeah, I've not had any leaking issues with any of the Asgards that I got.
I think they switched them all over to solid 510s though, didn't they?
You get the option between the squonk pin and the 510 and the solid normal one.
Yeah. See, that wasn't the option when I did the review. It was literally either the squonk pin or you tighten the grub screw into it.
But my first card that I got was only that option as well, and I never had any leaking issues from that. But every other one is came with a secondary pin. So
that's very whistly, Josh.
Yeah,
I
it is.
think
Yeah,
so.
my coil's a bit hot. I can get rid of the whistle literally by I can adjust it like, hold on, like that much,
And the whistle goes. Yeah.
and I don't know why I just don't do that, but I quite like the whistle. It's like a vape alarm.
It annoys people nicely.
Yeah, it's like I know that I'm vaping. Otherwise, sometimes I forget, and I just don't stop, and then I forget to breathe.
I do that all too often.
Happier people, happier.
How-
No, it only does it with this cap on as well. It only does it with the clear cap on. With the arm cap and the titanium cap, it doesn't do it. It's just this clear cap. So.
Which hog are you getting, Reese? Are you waiting for the new one? The DNA 400? Or are you going standard or the XL? I'm really... I know we actually covered the hog DNA last week, and it got... Did it go shit bucket or room 101 or somewhere like that, unfortunately?
It got pretty slammed, man.
By everyone
Yeah,
apart from me.
It got slammed hard.
No, I said I like the look of it. I just don't see the point of it being a 400 watt mod. There is no need for it to be that powerful.
But I
That's
told
all
you,
I
Chris, if I get one, I will hit it at 400 watts.
All right, but I'm putting the build in the RDA for you.
No.
Give him a quick one and watch him disappear.
No. No, I don't like doing that.
Yeah, when your vape doubles up as a defibrillator, then it's all good.
My line of work, it could come in quite useful.
Yeah. Anyway.
yeah, I was in the comments last week when you were talking about the hog DNA, and I said it has its place because I've got a mate that's not he's just fairly new to vaping. I got him more into like the hobbyist side, so he's now looking at all the expensive mods. And for a while now, he's been saying he really wants a hog. And I said, not until you learn how to build an RDA and learn ohms. It's a mech, it's a 4-battery mech. So learn how to build first. But he keeps sending me screenshots of like stabwood ones and all the other colours. Going, I really want it. So when this came up, I was like, that's the one that you should get the now.
Yeah, but it could still be a DNA 250 and it'd be no different.
Yeah.
That's true. But all intents and purposes, it is a DNA 250. It's just it's set in series and parallel, isn't it?
Yeah. I know you. Yeah, I know you can do it that way. So it's quite. I mean, it's. There will be people out there that will be just literally jizzing all over it, which is fine. It serves a purpose, I suppose. Yeah.
I'd love to get one. We'll have to wait.
I can't really say much. I used to vape on like 0.005 builds. Like, so, like power, but my style of vaping has changed, but it's I still have a mech around for that when I feel like hitting it. Anyway, as we don't really have many subjects tonight, but we have a really probably extended cool wall because we've got seven cool wall items because I didn't realize, so I just did some last night, and then we've got some from Lloyd as well. So we've got 7, and I don't think there's an RDA or RTA in either. I think they're all like mechs and regs and stuff like that. So and kits. But one, I really was, and actually it's not an expensive mod. It's a new kit by a company, but it really interested me. So I wanted to bring it up and tell you guys the facts on it and see if you've seen it. Yeah, well, I just want to see what you guys think of it because it's kind of interesting. So, as we've got no news, and we're 25 minutes in, and we've got an extended cool wall. I think we just get on with the cool wall.
Let's do it.
Is everyone happy with that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's do that shit then. Sorry to anybody that's wearing headphones, and I've just deafened you with that bumper because it's really loud.
I don't think it was that loud, Josh.
It's really loud.
Yeah, but you're old and deaf.
Anyway, I think we should start off. Well, I'll tell you what. As it's already been talked about tonight, people are really curious about it, and I see that it's already in the Coolville nominations list.
Yes.
I think we should go straight in with one of Lloyd's choices, which is the Swordfish Kit.
It does look good.
I mean, it does look it does look cool.
It really does. And when Immortal first started doing the side fire bars and things like that, I always wondered if it was possible to do one upside down.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I like it. I'm not gonna lie. I love the look of the mech. I love side fires. It's the pink I'm not so sure about, Lloyd. I'll be honest.
I don't know.
It comes in red also.
See, if it comes in red, I'd rather have pink.
Yeah, if it's just pink or red, I'll probably go pink as well.
And you know, real men wear pink, supposedly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I used to wear pink quite often.
Yeah, salmon.
No, it's pink. It was bright pink.
Yeah, fair enough. Nothing wrong with pink, man. Nothing wrong with pink. Anyway, to me it looks proper cool. It's the first time I've seen it today, and I saw it come on here, and all I've seen today is pictures of it popping up over Facebook here and there and everywhere. So
my only issue is that it's on the steep end. Is it a first mech from Swordfish or not?
I don't think it's the first mech, but
it's the first one that's been sort of mass UK aimed. I think that's what that is personally.
I think Bogan's high rating of it gave it a lot of weight.
Yeah, I mean, if you get someone like Bogan or Grim, this is awesome. It's gonna help massively. It really is going. Look at that beer on delivery.
Look at that.
Wow.
Dedication to the stream, boys. I didn't know what to leave, so I was texting the missus. Can you pass me one through?
Queued up. I like that.
I like the way you say passing one through. I like the way she got up, walked past you, and then walked back. It wasn't like she was in there.
I know, I interrupted their phone whenever I feel bad. I'm sure I'm at McDonald's now.
That is service, man. Yeah, it's a lovely looking device. I was just slightly put off with the cost. I mean, I can't really say that because I've got a more expensive mech review coming up from a first time mech release as well. So
until I get my hands on, I mean. Lloyd, how's the machining on it? Is it good machining? Anything
beautiful. There's not a lot of threading in it. You've got your battery cap, which is sort of like an Immortal mod sort of type deal. Sorry, I'm just unscrewing it now. So I mean, it's just literally that's your battery cap. It's super smooth going in, and then you've got where your 510 goes in, which is super smooth again.
Is it a solid top 510, Lloyd, or is it like a top cap type situation?
Yeah, I've not played around with it. I think it's a solid top.
Yeah,
I've not tried to break it down too much because of the price.
Well, it would make sense if it was that way around, because obviously in Immortal mods where the side fires the way round, it's solid. Generally, you can take the bottom off, but generally it's more solid, and you put your batteries in from the top. So
yeah. But that's,
Try to take the top off just now. It doesn't look like it's budget, so I think it's a solid piece at the top.
I mean, it looks that way from the photo. Well, actually,
it's that pink bit that I was wondering if it was top cap, because does it lock, Lloyd, at all?
Yes. So just here you've got like this little piece that sort of turns round.
Oh.
So that stops the connection there.
Yeah.
Which is probably also my only complaint to it as well, is it moves very easy.
Right.
There's a couple of times I've just had it in my hand, and where I went to push it, I've moved the locking mechanism. I think that's the only complaint I've had on it, is I'll accidentally move that locking mechanism over without noticing, and then I've got to fiddle it.
Yeah, and okay, because you could lock it and then it could move back and
Yeah,
I mean the whole thing is with a lot of the Immortal ones is you can clip them. That's why the original the idea was you could clip them over your pocket or something, and then they physically couldn't fire. But obviously you're gonna have to turn it upside down.
You get any like leaking juice spilling all over me.
Yeah,
and have very dodgy looking wet stains on your legs.
To be fair, I've normally got that because that's where I normally keep my bottle of juice without the lid open on it.
Dude, that's so often. I always lose the lids.
Yeah. I've just got a bad habit of not putting the lids back on. So, and then they get lost or chucked in the bin. And then I'm normally just sitting about with a dripping bottle on my lap.
Yeah. See, Kev saying I would guess Immortal Mod's quality is not as good. I would disagree. I've not held that one, but Immortal Mod's quality is pretty damn good.
Yes.
I don't. This feels very, very good. It feels like it's been put together very well. It's not as heavy as I thought it was going to be as well. It's a lot lighter than I thought it was going to be. Maybe a little bit heavier than the Immortal Mods.
You just put the picture up again, Josh.
Yep. So what material is it?
I think it's brass. It's definitely a brass tube inside anyway.
Yeah, okay. If it's brass, I mean, you'd expect it to be heavy enough. So,
is the grip
it's
part?
got a little.
Well, is the grip part actually part metal as well, just painted, or is it?
Mine is fully painted all over. So
sorry.
The keyword the keyword in that was XT member.
Yes.
Sorry, Lloyd.
Sorry, I'm just having a look inside the tube to see. Oh no, it looks like it's got Delrin on the inside the tube, so this bit is Delrin on the inside also.
All right, bit of insulation then as well.
So I don't know if there's maybe a very thin layer of brass underneath that, or if it's maybe threaded in.
It'll be stuck in there, Lloyd, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of added insulation and safety, and obviously top around the battery where the connection is, risk of shorting and things. It's nice to see they've covered that actually. A lot of tube companies don't do that now. I personally like to see that, just for this little safety side where we've been mechanical and everything. And what's the hit like then, Lloyd? Kev's asking, Ryan's asking if it does it hit like an angry midget.
I feel it hits just as good as a Murrells, if anybody's used Murrells. So it's pretty instantaneous. It's 0.1 build in there, so it fires pretty quick.
How do you fire? How do you fire it then, Lloyd? Do you using a full hand, or are you just using top fingers?
Just the thumb.
Your thumb.
Thumb to push it in, and then I mean you can fire it like that.
I mean, I quite like it. It looks cool. I like the way it looks. I really like the way it looks.
It does look nice. It does look nice.
Yeah, I do like the
firing bar's got a nice bit of tension to it as well. So one of the issues I've got with the Atocha is if I'm walking about in the street with it, because it's quite a light tension to fire it, I'll just randomly fire and I'll be like, oh fuck this.
That's Ariel for you though, man. He likes a hair trigger.
Yeah.
Whereas
so
this
one,
this one has got a bit of tension to it, so I can comfortably walk about town without having to lock this and not worry I'm going to accidentally fire it, because you've got to put a little bit of force into it.
Fair enough. So where are we going to go with this one? Where are we going to go with this one, ladies and gents?
Chum, I think you've wandered into the wrong kind of stream, mate.
Yeah, I was just reading that.
I can't see it.
You don't got channel. I'm glad you're cured, chum.
Maybe be more selective on your sexual partners.
Right. Back to the Swordfish mechanical mod. Where are we going to vote then, Josh? Where are you putting it, sir?
I honestly love the way it looks. It looks damn cool. I think it's a great looking mech mod. And yeah, because I haven't, obviously it's brand new out and I haven't played with one yet. But this is the way I said we kind of want to take the cool wall sort of newer product. So like just the way it looks alone, I'm gonna say I'm gonna put it up in Sub-Zero because I think it looks damn cool.
And Lloyd, seeing as you nominated, I'll come to you second on the Swordfish.
Are we rating it as just the mech or is the full kit?
There's a full kit.
We'll do the full kit because I know that's how you bought it. So we'll go full kit rather than.
So it's a full kit, but I've already explained like how the mech sort of feels and how it fires and that. But the RDA exceeded my expectations. I thought with it being like a sort of middle airflow, it was going to be a bit poop. I thought it was going to be a bit muted on the flavor, but it's an absolute flavor banger. And with that as well, it's close to knocking the Asgard off my top spot. So
what's the build deck like?
The build deck is two posts.
2 post.
Yeah.
2 posts.
Good old standard 2-post.
Yeah, old school.
That was another thing that sort of got me a bit heavy because I don't normally like those style of decks. I tend to have a terrible time building on it. But again, it's absolute flavor.
And Chris, your vote?
I'm going to say cool because it looks really cool. Don't know too much about it just yet, so I don't really want to shove it in the Sub-Zero section just yet. I'm being reserved on this one, even though I was like that close to putting the order in. I was, as you know, Vinny, I was like, do I sell a kidney? Yeah, how much do testicles go for this day and age? Kind of scenario.
You mean you've got some?
I was going to say it depends if testicles it is. If yours, not that much.
No, pipeline been cut many years ago.
Okay, so what we got here? What votes we got right now then? Is that
Josh
cool?
was Sub-Zero. I was cool. Lloyd, what did you say yours was again?
Sub-Zero as well.
Sub-Zero. So I decided
I've
to
also
vote
had
for
that
you.
hands-on experience with it as well, though. So that's another reason why I'm putting it in there.
For me, it has to go Sub-Zero. It's a beautiful looking mod, and I'm pleased that someone's done a reverse side-fire bar as well. Really, it's something that I mentioned to quite a few people.
I was going to say I mentioned this about 2 years ago.
Yeah, I personally been playing with a few designs very similar to that, and now they've done that, I've gone and torn the fucker up. That's why I was quite interested to see how they've done the cap, because mine was actually a top cap still, even though it was top firing. But yeah, I'd like to get one and have a play. We'll have to have a look.
Sean, the kit is 330. I don't think that's out of the regions for a decent mech mod at all, especially with a kit. No. We all know how much the Rage is. That's a similar price with an RDA, if not slightly more.
I want that.
I mean, I paid more for that Hulk one out of Vaporoni without any RDA, and I'm thinking about selling it.
And that's
you got the Hulk, Lloyd, did you?
I did, mate.
That's the thing. So
I don't like it.
The way you've got to see it, right, people, is when it gets to this sort of level, it's a hobby, and you'll pay whatever you feel comfortable paying for a product if you want it. If you think it's worth that money, then it's worth that money.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, completely. I mean, you just look at the likes of Purge. You can pay more than that for a Purge that with an RDA.
Pay a lot more for Purge. I've paid more for Purges. I bought 3 new Purges when they were.
How many times have you told that story, Josh?
I know. Every week, man, without fail.
Okay, let's move on. What we got next then, Josh? Which one are you going to pick?
I'm going to go for while we're on mechs, I'm going to stick with another mech.
Okay.
And I actually think this is another one that Vapor only stock. I didn't pick it because of that. So this is the, and I don't think we did it the other week. This is the Apex Modco 21.7 altitude.
It's really pretty.
That is
No,
picture.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's because I took it direct from Apex's site. But I mean, for me, that thing looks sexy as shit.
Now,
I mean, that button. Look at that button, man.
That does look quite sexy.
I mean, just look at that button. Now, yeah, I love it.
hey, I know Mr. Hodges, the man behind Apex, a couple of years ago was quite a controversial figure, but that thing is bloody beautiful.
I like the mini. I like the mini version as well. The 18350 they do of it. I mean, so I keep putting this because that button. Look at that button.
That is beautiful.
I do quite like the skull on it.
And it's nothing new. Like it's nothing new, but I just love it. I just like the way it's been done. I think it just looks classy as. It's like classy with that little bit of grit to it. Does that make sense?
It's a very, very stunning mech.
No, I've tried Apex in the past. Obviously, I've not tried one of these, and all the Apexes I tried were 18650s. They were good mods. You know, there's nothing to write home about, but it's a good solid mod, and it's another British company, which is always good. I don't know where they're made. Do you know where they're made, Vinny?
They're in the UK.
It's in the UK, so it's a UK made mech.
I think it's just a small machine shop.
Yeah,
that's local to Mr. Hodges.
And again,
I wasn't actually sure if it wasn't an Oggy job, but apparently it's not an Oggy job.
I mean, and again, you talk about prices. That's not a cheap mod, if I remember rightly.
I can't even remember what it is.
They're a bit higher end.
Let's have a look. Sorry, guys.
You do pay a premium for UK made, obviously, as well, because we all know the machining here in the UK is a step up. Some interesting comments in the chat. An ornate pipe bomb. I suppose every mech could be an ornate pipe bomb.
Well, actually, for the mech on its own, direct from Apex's website, is $224.95.
That's not too bad for it. It's Morningstar level. Really? Yeah. That's exactly what my reactor was.
Yeah.
So
the models with a design on it as well. I think models with a design is roughly about that.
Yeah, I just think it's a really sexy looking mech mod. Like, I just do. I don't know why. Just
it does look stunning, but I've never actually used an Apex at all. I was offered one to review a few years ago, but I had to send it back after reviewing it, so I declined.
Free shit.
This is Vinny we're talking about. Come on.
I mean, I wanted to put some products in there that were fairly new and new-ish.
Yeah.
Just to break up some of the boring stuff that we do, but it was just. But I mean, I just thought, wow, it's worth putting in. I know when it first came out, it was actually quite highly talked about, but I've not seen a picture of anybody hand checking one. I've not seen a picture. It's really odd. Like, I don't get it. I just feel like a mod like that would be all over the place, and it doesn't seem to be. So
Scotland does, and Edinburgh.
Yeah, it's like Ryan's just said. He prefers the hit. It's not really about the looks or the coolness. I kind of get that, Ryan, but I also don't as well. I mean, I used to be about the hit and all about the power, especially when I had my LiPo mods and things like that. I was power hungry. Obviously, I had a history with hogs and things. But, I mean, I I was using my pocket rocket very regularly, and that doesn't hit great. It's okay, but I just love the look and the feel of the hand of the pocket rocket. Sometimes, yeah, I suppose it's different horses for courses again.
Yeah, I mean, I like things to do. I like it to look nice, and I like it to hit well.
Yeah.
You know, so but you can make a mod hit well with the right build.
Yeah, you can also make it hit shit with a wrong build.
Yeah, like in your Kennedy.
Yeah.
And he's rusty coils.
Yeah, if you feel like a mod needs a bit more power, I mean, the thing that's a 21700. You've got you could experiment a little bit. You can maybe, and I know people out there. I am not saying just go and build stupidly low unless you're comfortable with it, because don't.
No.
But with 21700s and things like molly cells and stuff, the batteries are so good now. You're not going to find yourself in that situation unless your battery safety is terrible and you're putting ripped wraps in and stuff like that, and then that's your own fault.
I think the days of new 18650 mechs will be limited now because of the battery advance in the 21700s. I mean, it might change again when the 18350s itself improve. I think we might see a greater influx of them as well. But them cells at the minute are pretty shit.
It's all right, Kev. I've got some proper stab wood for you in a minute.
What other finishes does it come in? Or is it just...
No, that's the aluminium one or the steel. I can't remember which one, but they do it in copper and brass as well, so you can get it all three. So
I think it's stainless.
Yeah, so I just like that was just a nice picture, and I was like, I'm taking that picture because it looks really good. So the ability to tailor to your own needs without having chips to fuck up and break, like driving automatic. So yes and no, they've both got their places. Like I've got a mixture of both, and I think they've both got their place, and I think everybody should have a mix of both. If you're into mechs, then you should definitely have some regs because they can give you a different thing.
I went for ages and didn't even own a reg. I had that many mechs and I didn't have a single regulated mod that I'd go to. Now, pretty much through the day, all I ever use is a regulated mod. It's it's like Josh. Josh has evolved from being a major mech head, obviously ex-Team Immortal, and now he's sat there with them little Ponzi wickets.
These Ponzi wickets are beautiful mods. Yes, it's a DNA 60, and I'm vaping it at what this one's at 48 watts. But
show friend Tony B has managed to get hold of one of them white wickets in your hand, and he's really, really overjoyed that he's managed to get one.
The Bliss is this is one of the cheapest ones in the range. The Bliss.
He loves white Ultim. He absolutely goes crazy over white Ultim.
But this is I can't remember what it is, but it's a beautiful, beautiful bit of kit, and it's easy to match you with drip tips. So nice.
I'd still not match.
And this has got that weird tubing, that weird design.
I do like
Nordic, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And the matching button. So, but it's not cheap. You're all about price of mods. That's to buy the mod on its own, that's 330 quid. To buy the button and tube set, that's another 45 quid.
Yeah.
If you want it with a this is the DNA chip. If you want it with the other chip, which this one's got on it, it's another like 40 quid premium. So they add up.
Yeah, they do. What are we doing? The Apex. What's it called again, Josh?
Hold on a minute. It's called the Altitude.
Altitude. Good name.
Altitude.
Good name as well.
Yeah, good something.
I suppose we're going to be mainly voting on looks, really, because we don't know how it hits. I presume it's an all copper contact because I know Mr. Hodges likes a copper contact.
Yeah, it's a constant copper contact.
Yeah, well, Apex was actually the first UK mech company that brought out a constant contact as well. So I know from the past records, they do hit well generally. So I think personally, I've got to go Sub-Zero because I think it's beautiful. It is absolutely stunning.
Yes, I agree.
It looks. I'd love to get hold of that one, the stainless or whatever it is, the alloy. And that button, like you said, Josh, that button is delightful. What you're doing, Chris?
Keep it up.
It's awesome. I love it. I mean, I've not tried it, but I'm going to put it in Sub-Zero until I try it. And if I try it and it's not very good, then it can drop down a category.
Yeah, I'll get one, Josh.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with Josh. There's Sub-Zero on the looks, but it would be changed if it performed like utter shit.
I'm assuming it's going to perform well, so...
Yeah.
Christopher, my lady in red.
I'm going to go sub. It does look stunning.
That's cool. That's a solid 4 votes.
That's a solid 4 votes. It does look... It's very pretty.
Yeah. It's very pretty.
It is very pretty. And that button looks... Yeah.
Right. Anyway, let's move on to something a bit different. Let's do another one of Lloyd's. And there's 2 devices left from Lloyd. And, you haven't put the name of this up, and I haven't looked at the picture. So, so I'm going to put it up, and you guys can just tell me what it is.
There you go, Lloyd.
That is the
Kangatech.
Yeah, Kangatech's Subox Mini.
That's
very old mod. Very old mod.
It's an old school mod, that is.
Yeah.
Single battery 18650 regulated mod.
But you look at the design and the functionality of it, it's exactly what's still produced today.
Yeah, I mean they could release that now and it would still sell.
Yeah, you just have to update the tank maybe, because the tank looks fucking awful.
Yeah. All you need is the silica wicks either side, and then.
Thank you very much, Ryan.
I see Ryan's a fan there.
Ryan is just hating on everything we put out today. Love you, Ryan.
Yeah, I must be quite lucky with my tanks and ideas, because I never had any leaking issues with that either.
Although that was a leaky bastard, that tank.
I got lucky.
You used the coil for about 3 days, and the cotton seemed to perish quite easily in the coils, and it just piss out the bottom of it. But yes.
I used to find the Kangatech coils used to just like jump around in ohmage, so I just called them Kangaroo Tech for fucking ages. Like, I don't know if that was just a me thing, but like.
I do remember
there was a reason why I chose that specific mod. It was the mod that got me properly onto vaping. It was also because that kit, it came with an RBA head standard. It was also the mod that got me into building, admittedly very basic coils at the time, just single round wire builds, but it then led me on to like RDAs. And then also the bigger mods, and never really looked back since. So it holds a special place in my heart, that one.
Yeah, so for you, it's got that.
A good point, now, Lloyd. Perhaps we should get guests and upcoming people to put their first one on, first proper device as a suggestion for the call. I quite like that.
Yeah.
That'd be quite good. Kind of gives us a bit of a back history, doesn't it? And Lloyd's is pretty shit, but now look at him, he's got a swordfish in his hand.
Yeah, like a fine wine, my taste got better with age.
Yeah, definitely. But then again, I was on.
I was going to say, I don't know. You're from Scotland. You just drink Bucky, don't you?
I've upgraded for the night show. I've got Corona.
Literally, I can drive to where it's made in about 15 minutes.
I don't like Bucky anyway. Bucky's the devil. Just tastes rancid.
Bucky and Iron Brew. Woo! Sorry.
Mix it.
Yeah, but I know loads of people that mix it.
There's some pubs up here that do Bucky bombs, where they do like they shot a Jaeger and they drop it into like a bit of Bucky. You couldn't think of 2 worse drinks to put together, but it's a thing up here.
You should try a Jaeger Sham, which is Jägermeister dropped into champagne. That shit is not good.
There you go, Kev. Just for you, you missed the picture. That's what we were discussing. Old school. But well, I love the look of the mod. The mod looks really quite nice.
Yes.
Yeah,
the mod looks nice and simple.
The black with the. I mean, I'm not a big fan of red, but that black and that red look. That red just pops on it, doesn't it?
I think it came in a black and white option also.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I think
Lots
it
of
did.
white
Actually.
and red, and a red and white, if I remember as well.
Yeah, is it coming red and white also?
It might well have done, actually.
I think so.
It comes
Yeah.
in a black and white one. I know that much.
But yeah, man, yeah. Where do we put on it? Obviously, a seminal mod set up for you, Lloyd. So I wouldn't really go shit bucket with it just purely on that myself. But I'd probably go cool for the mod and the tank. The
You're
tank
doing it as a hit though.
Yeah, the tank drags it down a bit, so I'd have
Tank
to go.
drags it down a lot.
I think I'll go uncool.
Oh, I'm gonna go cool.
Okay, that was nice and quick, Josh. And Lloyd, obviously, like I say, it's a seminal setup for you. So
yeah, it's a bit sentimental. It was the first mod, so I'm gonna have to Sub-Zero it.
That's fair enough. Chris,
Just
kind of
because it's just got that place in history for me, you know, the mod that started it all, so to speak.
Yep. Chris, we're gonna go with it.
I'm gonna go uncool. If it didn't have the tank, it would have been cool.
Yeah.
But that tank just kills it.
For once, Chris, I actually agree with you.
It goes on cool. It's voted out.
Ooh,
sorry, Lloyd. That's fine.
I tried.
I was reaching with it. I knew that as soon as I said it at the beginning, I thought to myself, I'm reaching.
To be honest, Lloyd, if it wasn't such an important setup to you, I'd have shit bucketed it.
Okay, so there we go.
Need to be honest.
But it was such a landmark setup for you.
Petty votes, we'll take them.
Yeah.
So we're going to move on, and I'm going to put a mod on. And I've got a funny feeling I know which way this one's going. I've put this one on because a picture of this came into the our Clique chat the other day. Was it the Clique chat? I think it was the Clique chat came into the other day, and Vinny was like, "I'm fucking super disappointed in this company for doing this."
Yeah.
Fucking. So I'm going to put it up. I was like, "Fuck it, I'm going to do it." So this is the new Eris hybrid from Vicious Ant. Now this is not cheap.
No,
it's essentially a pod system or an AIO. And you can't moan about AIOs being expensive when you look at the prices of billet boxes and the ones out there. But again, it seems to meet that magic number tonight. It meets that £329 mark for right. Filipino, so it's always going to be expensive. And actually, the specs on it it's a DNA 75C. It's got some, the way it's built. It's going to be built absolutely solidly.
I'm going to put my vote in right now. Shit bucket. Shit bucket. I don't like it. I think it looks absolutely disgusting.
Right. You think?
I've seen a lot of Vicious Ant stuff, right? And they do phenomenal looking mods. I will not deny that. They do some of the most prettiest mods I see on the market. And then they go and bring out that. That's like Ferrari bringing out a Hummer.
I agree, Ryan. Sherry. Yeah, it's yeah. But my issues, no airflow control. Because he isn't. It's just open. Do you need a DNA board in a pod? Yes, I know billet boxes, etc. have DNA boards, but do you really need it in a pod?
That's all they really use, isn't it?
Don't need it. That's the cost of it there. And for a company like Chris has just said that produces some stunning mods, that is the ugly fucking sister.
All right, so when the Starwood version comes out, because it will.
Yeah, but then stick another £100 on the price.
Okay.
So you'll be looking at £400 for a pod.
420.
It's ridiculous. I mean, that kind of money for an AO or whatever it is on a fucking pod, it's just ridiculous. They're cashing in on the massive Asian market for plug and play coils in pod systems. That's all it is. It's a cash grab by VA because they know people will go buy it because it's VA and because the Asian market is crazy.
Let me just read the specs on it. So it's DNA 75 chipset, black Delrin switch buttons, black Delrin body, stainless steel deck, bottom frame, PMMA tank and drip tip, 6 milliliter juice capacity. New feature: easy twist and pull mechanism. You get different. So you say it's got no airflow, but it's got reducers, so you can change it with that.
Yeah, we all know they're not that much good though because they fall out and all sorts, don't they? After a while,
don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Silver plated contacts, which is kind of pointless unless it's mechanical. Laser engraved serial number. There's your money right there, people.
It doesn't add up.
The
price of it doesn't add up, and it doesn't make sense. It
looks like a bag of shit.
A blatant cash grab. That's what it is from VA. It is blatant a cash grab, a knee-jerk reaction to the rise of the plug-and-play coil market in Asia, which has gone massive. You're not talking like a few 100,000. You're talking millions and millions of units have been shifted because it's so simplistic and easy to use, and it's got the VA name on it. They know that the Asian market will go crazy for that device. Chances of that getting to Europe, one, it's not TDP compliant. I don't know if there's a TDP compliant pod for it. It's just, yeah.
I'll just do what they always do: shove a bung in it.
Yeah, but when I saw that on the VA page, it completely, really triggered me.
I know. I remember reading.
I mean, I've had a chat with someone I know who works for Vicious Ant about it, and it ain't aimed at this market. It ain't aimed for the Europe market. It is an Asia device. It will come over in, no doubt. Someone will bring it over, but it's shocking. It's disgusting. It's horrible, and it is a blatant cash grab.
It's very reminiscent of the Smock RPM 80 mod to me.
Yes, it's very, very similar. I've actually got one of those over there somewhere. But yeah, it is very similar. Imagine if the tank switched over and it would fit on it. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, it's very, very, very reminiscent of the RPM 80 mod to me. The price for like a Delrin body at that price, you know, at this point you're really just paying for one, the chip, and two, the name.
However, they do make a really good RBA deck, and they prove that with the Club Omega Squonks and the Club Omega. The Club Omega Squonk. You know the one I mean.
Yeah.
It's their AIO, and lots of people out there rave about how good that RBA the RBA dick.
Tell what he's got on the mic tonight.
You can tell that I've not drunk all week, can't you?
Oh, you're the promise, Josh.
And I'm trying to lose some weight, mate. When I stood on the scales, the daughter made me stand on the scales. And I stood on the scales, like, oh my god, don't do that again.
That's a very good point, Kev. That is to Abyss with all the decks and all the accessories. I'll leave my my thoughts on the Abyss because I have got one coming for a review. So
anyway, so where's this going? Uncle, is it going to the shit bucket?
Yeah, shit bucket.
I'm going Uncle.
I want to say it could have its place, uncool, but at that price, shit bucket.
Yeah.
My real big issue with it is if you're making something like that and it's going to be that price, there needs to be a market where you can customize it.
Yeah.
Like it is with the billet box.
Yeah.
It needs to be switchable bodies, switchable buttons, switchable this, that, and the other, which is why the billet box is so so popular. The billet box isn't popular because it's an amazing piece of kit. The billet box is popular because you can customize it to like the nth degree and have a completely one-off mod. You have it the way you want it. That's the point. So
now we have two in chat demanding it goes in 101.
Well, you can nominate it for 101 if we get there. You can nominate it. Anyway.
Right, so shit bucket it is then.
Yeah,
let's do. I put another 2 up, and this is the one I kind of want to speak to you guys about. So this is some Geek Vape. I know, and it's a new Obelisk Kit, right? So this has an inbuilt battery, 3,700 milliamp hours, will fast charge in 15 minutes, right? And we'll say at 60 watts, that battery will last you for 1 million puffs. Not on a full charge, just overall before the battery gets. So that to me, that's some big brass balls to say that shit.
Well, the thing is that there is another mod on the market that is claiming to perform very similar, and it's another Chinese company, and I think it's VapeX. And Geek Vape have seen the interest in that, and I think there's been a bit of technology sharing going on. You can't knock Geek Vape. Geek Vape makes a solid device.
And I am not knocking Geek Vape. I think if it does what it says on the tin, fuck me, that's an amazing product.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
To say it can do 1 million puffs at 60 watts on an inbuilt battery would be amazing. I'd like to know what that battery is actually made of, and how
it's a 3,700 mile battery. It'll do 120 watts. I mean, it's not expensive.
So it's obviously aimed at the beginner market then.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it is, or someone that just wants a
I don't think the RRP is out yet, Josh. Is it?
Somebody that wants well, they're claiming that battery at 60 watts will last you for 2 days.
That's before not it, is it?
Sorry, my mum's saying.
No, 1 million puffs obviously is, but you know what I mean. They're saying that battery at 60 will last you for 2 days, or for an average vapor, without having to recharge it, which
that's actually brilliant.
Which for a lot, well, it's 3,700 milliamp hours. That's insane.
I'm saying that's actually pretty cool. I actually like that.
It actually looks quite nice. I'm not too sure about the chip.
That power could run 7 Teslas.
That board looks very smock-like.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, and
I have seen a lot of smock boards.
So I took it down again. But yeah, I mean, it was kind of one of those things that I said, well, you could tell I went to the toilet because 53 comments. I was like, but I mean, it's one of those. I was quite well. If those stats are true, that's very impressive, and shows a lot of how the industry is coming on.
I'd like to know if they've added their shock-proof, drop-proof technology to that as well, because if they've done that to that mod, that could be the all-day beta mod issue solved for a lot of people.
I don't think it doesn't claim that on their website, but if they could do that, they could easily make a version of it shock-proof.
Yeah, because
what coils does it use? Obviously, stock coils. Like, is it one of their own? Is it like another manufacturer?
I didn't check that. In all fairness,
wouldn't surprise me. Cerebus coil.
I think it's a Zeus coil.
Ah, even better. That's even better than the Cerebus one. If it's using the Zeus coils, they're not a bad coil.
I'm just looking at the site now. It says the included coils are the Z 0.2 mesh coil. I'm guessing the Z is for Zeus.
That's in that. Yeah. I like that, and if it does what it says, that's even better.
I love Keko. My mech fast charges in seconds when I saw the battery. You are correct, sir.
Yeah,
but how long does it take you to charge your battery in your charger? And you have to carry on extra batteries. This is what I'm on about. It's not for everybody, but for a lot of people, that is a solid.
Yeah,
That's
solid little starter mech.
If that does what it says, that's a great mech. Not mech. It's a great mod for me to take to work in the morning, vape it all day, go to the pub in the evening, still have battery, stay out too late where the wife kicks my ass. I still got a vape. Awesome. I don't need to go home. And then hide at a friend's house till the next day until she's in bed.
And you still got battery.
I've still got battery.
But I'll guarantee you'll run out of juice in the tank though. Unless you take the bottle with you.
Well, yeah, I'd never go out and not take a bottle with me juice.
I usually go out and take about 6 or 7 bottles of juice from me, Chris. So like I go to work and I take 8 batteries, 4 vapes, 6 different juices.
Basically, you wouldn't be just using that overnight. You'd probably use halfway through the day and have to recharge it anyway. Especially with the amount of juice you go through in a day. Then
Oh,
I go through very little juice in a day nowadays, mate. Not got used to vape on a mag, get loads, but
yeah. But yeah, it takes. Someone asked what size atomizer it takes. It's 25 up to 25 millimeter. It's supposedly going to take, which is pretty standard for a normal regulated device, really. And yeah, that's quite a claim.
Look
Looks
really
better than the other one I've seen that claims the same battery life. It looks a lot better mod.
Look really good with a pink Asgard on top. Sorry. Anyway, I just saw it and I just wanted to get your guys' opinions on it because I thought, I mean, if now the proof is in the pudding.
yes,
it's got to come out and do those things.
Yeah, 50, how long will that sell before that? That's another thing.
And we all know, so the way batteries work, right? The fact that like phones, the reason phone batteries die, well not die, but the reason they get really shit after a couple of years is because of the fast charge. If you fast charge a battery, you're killing the battery.
Yeah.
But they know in a phone, you're generally going to have it for a couple of years and it can survive that. But you can slow charge a battery and it will last you a shitload longer and keep it healthier. And that's like, but if you fast charge, and if that mech, I keep saying mech, Jesus Christ, these beers have gone straight to my head this evening. If that device will charge in 15 minutes from flat to full,
winner. Although I wonder if you can use it while it's on its fast charge as well. I don't think I can go 15 minutes without hitting it.
Probably, mate. Yeah, I don't see why not. Because
I know most of them do now, but yeah. Right, let's have a vote. What's it called, Josh? What did you say it was called?
It's the Obelisk.
Obelisk.
Yeah.
Quite a cool name as well.
Right, it's a funky name.
Asterix and Obelix.
You know what an obelisk is, right?
No. Is it a snake?
No. An obelisk is one of those big, tall, like, just things. It's a tall thing they have.
Something there.
They're Egyptian, like big obelisk.
Oh,
like It's like a tall stone thing. They've got one in Washington, D.C. behind that lake or whatever it is.
Yeah, the monument thing. Yeah.
An obelisk. Chat, please tell me if I'm wrong. I think I'm right.
Yeah, pillar with a pyramid on top.
Yeah, there we go. Obelisk, yeah. So.
Do you know what the retail on that?
I don't. Let me have a look. I don't know if it's. Oh, yeah.
Generally, I reckon around 60 quid with Geek Vape.
So it's on. Yeah, there's no price on it yet. It just says coming soon, and you can buy it as a mod or a kit by the looks of it.
Yeah, Geek Vape website are saying $129.90.
Oh, dollars. Jesus, I thought.
Is that for the full kit?
Yeah, full kit.
So say tops £99 for a full kit.
Yeah,
that's expensive for a Geek Vape.
That's very expensive.
$8 for the mod only.
It could, yeah, but if it does what it says it does, I think that's worth every penny.
Yeah, I have to agree, Josh.
But here you go. I've got somebody here. I've got a company here. Royal Flush Vape. I don't know who the hell they are. Geek Vape Obelisk Vape Kit, free UK delivery, out of stock, $39.99.
That's more like it. That's more of a reasonable price, especially considering it's obviously aimed at the more newer vapor.
I would say that's wrong.
Yeah,
but
that's too cheap. That's too cheap. That surely can't be that price. I hope it is. If it is, they're going to dominate a part of the market.
And the Obelisk tank is compatible with the Geek Vape Z series coils. C series coils.
That's the new ones. Yeah. With the Zeus X, I believe.
Yeah, the one I'm looking at on the Geek Vape website has got the Zeus stock coil tank on it.
But I mean, a 3,700 milliamp hour battery is super impressive.
Yeah. I think for that, if that's anywhere below the £100 mark, that could do really quite well for Geek Vape.
Yeah.
That's impressive. It's good. It's amazing stats. And
an output voltage: 9 volts, 12 volts, 15 volts, 20 volts.
Really?
That's what it says.
Hmm.
Who the fuck needs 20 volts?
That's a shitload for an inbuilt battery.
Yeah, it's obviously some kind of lipo. But
yeah.
Anyway,
I mean, put a tiny 4-cell lipo in it. I bet you.
I think it's, if it does what it says it does, it's way up there. But the proof is in the pudding. It needs to do it.
You know what? That must be a lipo battery, because that matches up with the charging rate. Then, because if you externally charge a lipo battery, you can fast charge it that quick.
Yeah, it's always needed USB-C, so it's USB-C. Yeah. So,
like you said, Josh, it is going to totally screw the cell quite quickly.
Oh yeah.
Be interested to see if you can actually get in to replace the cell.
Yeah.
Because I don't think them cells will last too long with that fast charge.
It also has reverse charging, so you can charge your phone via the mod if that sways anybody's vote.
It's a lipo. It's definitely a lipo.
Did you say you can charge your phone off it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got reverse charging. So
just like the
Wismec,
in MV2.
Well, lots of mods used to be able to do that.
Yeah.
But then I'm torn between, do I need phone battery or vape battery? What's more important?
Personally, I'd rather have a dead phone battery.
Yeah.
Depends on the
I'm having an office.
Anyway,
I think that's definitely a lipo cell, and that doesn't change my vote on it either. My vote is Sub-Zero on that device, because I think that could tick a lot of boxes for a lot of people. A lot of people,
and it could change the way a lot of devices are made.
Yeah, that could be the future of inbuilt cells. Though I mean, my only issue is the lipo side, because when they go pop, it's not nice. When you have a lipo cell that goes into a meltdown, it's not nice, and it's dangerous as hell.
Anyway, so you've gone Sub-Zero. I don't know if it does what it says on the tin.
Yeah,
it goes right up there, Sub-Zero. But if it doesn't, then it can go in the shit bucket.
Yeah, I agree, Josh.
I agree.
It's one of two extremes. We'll wait and see. I might buy one when it's available, just so I can test it.
Chris,
just about into the sub.
I love it, Kev. All right, what we got next, Josh? Are we doing another one?
Yeah, let's do a few more because we got a bit more time. Why not? I'm gonna put something up that actually let's do Lloyd's last one, and then we've got one more quick one after that. So here you go, Lloyd. You can say what this is.
It's the Argus GT kit from Vape. Has the new PMP style coils that they're going for, so you can use the tank and the coils with any other of the newer drags also. It's got that new gene chip in it. It's a really nice mod. I've got one. I normally use it to heat up my coils. It's or I'll stick an RDA on it if I'm going uptown and I'm going to be around loads of people. It's nice and compact, nice and small. The chip is very responsive. The gene chip, if you've used them in any of the other
the gene chip's great. The gene chip's great.
It's I think I like it more than the Jag because of how slim it is. It's very it's about the same thickness as a tube. And it's got the dual battery 18650 capability in it, so you get a little bit more battery than like your single cell drags that are popular.
Are we looking at it as a kit, Lloyd, or just a mod?
I mean, probably the kit. I've only got the mod because I gave the missus my tank.
See, I know Vupu have been having some real major issues with quality control on their coils. There seemed to have been a massive flood into the UK and European market of substandard PMP coils. And obviously Vupu have got a bit of a legal battle going on at the moment over various coil things with Vapefly as well, because they basically ripped off one of Vapefly's coils. We all know Vupu's history and everything like that, and obviously the whole Tony B thing with a chip and things like that. My issue isn't with the device. My issue is more with the company. I mean, I love the Drag X. I've got 2 Drag X, and I used to use it. And then I bought 3 boxes of coils, and only 4 coils in the 3 boxes were any good.
And we've let slide under the radar for many years that they are called Vupu. Like
that's poo.
Like, so I mean, it's don't get me wrong. I've set a lot of people up with like drags and stuff, and people love people getting off smoking, and they've been great for them. They're awesome bits of kit. Like I've got a drag myself. It's a great little mod. Like love it. Don't mind the PMP tank at all. I think for what's essentially a snub tank, it's a good little bit of kit.
Until the coil issues started to come up, and I know it's been a major issue, especially in the UK and parts of Europe as well.
And the thing is, we know that, but for the average vapor that's out there that's bought to get off smoking, you buy a pack and it's dodgy coils all the time. You're like, what the fuck's going on? I don't know.
Yeah. Screw that. I'll go back to the fags. That's my little bit of issue, but that's not really that device. That's more of
it happens with every. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think we've got slightly different pictures. Is it the same?
Yeah, I like the top right.
I've
black
got
and the blue.
It's the way they've took the picture, Josh. It's behind it. The second part.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So, I mean, I quite like it. I quite like the way it looks. It's a cool looking mod. It's a really cool looking mod.
It actually does look really quite nice. It is a bit agency.
I'd say it looks a bit like the drag as well.
Yeah, well, it's the same company.
I mean, those pictures, it sort of looks a bit like a drag.
It is the same company, Chris.
I know that. I'm just saying. You do see that.
I mean, I like it. I quite like it. I think it looks cool. I think actually, when it works really well, and it's really not expensive.
No, the kit costs £50.
Yeah.
It's dual 18650, but that's twice the price of the Drag X.
Yeah.
But I got my Drag X for 25. Yeah, but
yeah.
But usually I'm vaping it at like lower wattages. A Molly Cell P26A lasts me a long time.
Yeah,
I mean, I think it's thinner than a Drag X also.
So I got nothing against it. I think it's a cool mod. I just think it's for me, it's another mod that was there because they could do it, not because it was needed.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I think they were just taking full advantage of the new chip that they produced with the Drag series. We'll make this Like,
the chip is fantastic. That gene chip is fantastic. It really is. I mean, it's up there for me with that. I love that Dovpo chip as well. That's in the Odins, like the Odin 200s, not the DNA one. I think it's a really solid chip.
They're the two mods I use for pulsing out my coils. If this Argus, if it reads a battery a check atomizer error, I'll stick it in Odin and they'll pulse it out, and then I can get the accurate reading on on it once I've got the hotspots out on Odin.
I'm just gonna get this on the road. I think just because the price they are is cheap enough. Like you can, like for me, they're cheap enough just to go and buy to try. I'm not gonna say that's for everybody because not everyone can just go. I've got 50 quid, but like I know everyone lives differently. But for me, it's cheap enough just to go and buy to try. And if I don't like it, I can probably.
I've got a curveball
give it to somebody else
before we vote. You can actually go out and buy the original brand new drag now for 18 quid.
Yeah,
because I've got one.
That's cheap, but yeah, for the price it's cheap enough to go and buy and try. If you don't like it, you can shift it on pretty quick. Like for me, I'd probably just give it to somebody that needed it. It's one of those, but I quite like it. I like the way it looks. I've got nothing except if you've got those issues with the PMP coils, that's fair enough. But you know, if they can get that quality control right, it's a decent enough coil. I like the way it vapes. The flavor on it's not bad.
When the coil works, it's cracking.
I think the flavour is really good from stock coils when they're working.
But that period where Smock was with their coils, where every Smock coil leaked and failed, and the quality control was shit. But it just need to work through it.
That happens when something gets really popular, and you need to get them out quicker and quicker and quicker and quicker and quicker, and it's like shit. We're not getting orders for all of a sudden. We don't need 10,000 anymore. We need 100,000. We need them tomorrow.
Yeah,
and then shit starts to fail, and what then he says, we can't do it. It's going to take a week rather than a day.
Yeah,
it's as simple as that. But that's the way China works. Unfortunately, China will just push it and push it and push it until it's done, and then that's why China gets the bad rap that it does.
Yeah, you've hit the nail on the head there, Josh. You really have there, completely. Right, let's have a vote, guys. Where are you going then, Lloydie? You like this device, don't you?
I like the device. You'd think when we suggesting it as well, I do think it's a deal. I'm putting it cool. Just because it's not an everyday use. I use it as a coil pulser now. Or if I'm going uptown where there's going to be loads of people and I don't want to be blowing massive clouds from the mech, I'll take that. So do a little bit more discreet vaping.
Cool.
It's fantastic for that.
Okie dokie. Christopher?
I'm going to go cool.
Josh?
I'm going to go cool. I can't actually believe I've said that about a Vape product. And I know I've got one back there, but I'm not their biggest fan. But I think for the price it is, and when the PMP coils work, they're really good. And I think it's a kind of device that can get a lot of people off smoking. So I'm going to go cool.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with all three here as well. It deserves to go cool. I was toying with Shit Bucket, but that's more the PMP side. And like we say, that's typical of China, rushing things out and supply and demand and everything. So yeah, it goes on the cool section, Christopher, please.
We're going to do one. We're going to do one more quick one. And this is a bit of eye candy. These are custom made. You have to order them and wait. I mentioned this company last week, TFX, Turnwood Effects. I'm going to buy one. I'm going to do it. I'm going to just I'm just going to pay for it and just wait the 6 months for it to be made. Like, that's fine. So this is the TFX Kita 21700 DNA. DNA 75. This is so you all moaned about my stab with love last week. So I thought I'd just pick this one.
Oh man.
Oh. Excuse me, while I got to change my trousers.
It's the only. There's more pictures of it, but this was such a good picture. I had to.
That pops. That really does pop, doesn't it?
And obviously, like when you order these, you speak to the guy that makes them. He's one guy. They're all made, basically, I think in his shed. with all his machines, kind of like Sean is with his build stands and stuff like that. And literally you go, this is what I want, and you choose you choose every detail. Every detail you choose. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not a cheap mod, but I mean, it's probably not as expensive as you think it is. It's no more expensive. Well, the 21700 DNA 75, so that in that configuration will cost you £350. Right. So you go all, but it's really no more expensive than any other product I've got on the table right now. The issue is that I have to wait, and I'm one of those. Yeah, see, that's stored in the wank bag, right? And trust me, go onto his website, go onto TFX, Turnwood Effects, go and have a look, and they do cheaper ones. You can get them for as little as like 180 quid, like mechanical ones and stuff.
I was
like
gonna
that.
say, do they do a mechanical version?
They do mechanical, they do regulated, they do squonk. You want it, he'll make it.
Ooh.
And they do 18650, 18350, 21700, 2700. You want it, he'll make it. Like, the guy is, but every single, and I love on his website, it's like 80% handmade, 20% by robot, because obviously he needs machines to make them. Yeah. But I mean, you look at that, just fucking look at it.
Stunning. That is stunning. Oh.
I mean, that is absolutely gorgeous, to be honest. Wow.
So I'm definitely gonna buy one with my bonus in June. But I mean, and actually, I think what the rule is of him, you pay 50% up front, then you pay 50% when it's ready. So it's not even like a full outlay. Like, you can just save up for it, which is cool. Yeah, it's the same price as a decent handmade Filipino mod, but that's all made in the UK. It's all, he sources all his own stab wood. He makes machines all his own tubes. It's a DNA 75 board. You get a matching drip tip with that, by the way. For every mod, you get a matching drip tip made from the same block.
Ooh.
So, and you can choose the drip tip of your choice. You can have it 8, 10, 5, 10, whatever you want. So, I mean, I think that's, in all fairness, I think that's pretty cheap.
Yeah.
I'm just having a look at the website now. The one I'm looking at, it looks like it's got like a Damascus steel tube.
Yeah, he'll do Damascus steel as well.
Which is really nice.
And like, yeah, I just think they're absolutely stunning. I mean, you go to the website, everything's sold out, because he just, like, if he does make, the only time they ever come up for sale, like actually on the group, is when, blocks are made in the UK too. There you go. So the only time they ever come up for sale is when someone pays a deposit on one and then pulls out of finally buying it. And then they'll go up on the website, like, for sale. So, and literally they sell out in seconds. You'll put one up and it'll be gone.
Can I just make a public announcement there? Mr. Boris Johnson, can I please have my my bonus for working through the coronavirus, please? Because I think I know what I want to buy. Please, Boris. I've worked hard for the last 12 months.
But no, like, all like it's just all beautiful stuff, and So I just wanted to put it up. I mentioned it last week, and I know I couldn't get a picture. But yeah, they're just stunning mods. Stunning mod. I think I can't remember his name. Hold on. It's just one guy.
Now, if the Vicious Hand pod looked a little bit like that, I could understand the cost. Just compare that Vicious Hand AOI to that.
Just so you know, the guy.
Which would you rather have?
He also makes custom pens and custom razors.
Oh wow! What cutthroats?
He'll make cutthroat with all the stab wood, like stab wood handle and everything. So if you're into that sort of stuff, it's really cool. But obviously, mods are his main thing. He is a vapor. That's what he does. And he'll sell the blocks as well. He sells the blocks if you just want to buy a block and make your own mod.
Josh, we need to get him on the show.
All right, I'll hit him up. I'll hit him up.
Yeah, because I imagine he'll have some stunning stuff to show us.
Yeah, I mean, well, obviously the thing is, mate, he makes everything one-off custom. So generally, everything is gone. You know, it's made for a customer and then it's sent straight out. So it's just, and he makes drip tips, and you can buy anything from him. But yeah, just incredible work. And like I said, check out his website because it's amazing. There's nothing on there you can actually buy because it's so annoying.
I like that though as well.
Well, it's that nicheness of it, isn't it? It's that I want one of those. I gotta wait. So if you want it, you've got to wait. But then you're getting the mod that you want. I mean, like there's some.
If you want it, you've got to want it, especially a 6 month wait.
I mean, like. Yeah, six. It depends how busy he is, but it's 3 to 6 months. It's just absolutely.
My only problem is with owning it. I would not want to use it. I'd be too scared. I'd get a fingerprint on it.
I was just sat here thinking, Chris, that'd go in my Bova bag right next to my vicious hand.
It would be It would be a home mod, like that would be it.
Yeah, that would not leave the living room.
It would be a home mod and it would never leave. I mean, I've just got another picture of one. Here you go. So this different mod design. This is a switch fet. Okay.
Oh.
So like
that. Oh. Yes, guys, I am making pretty noise now for a
but that was 220.
220.
220.
Was it a single 21/7?
That was an 18650 switch fet, so it's like a MOSFET switch. So it's I think that's worth every single penny.
Yeah.
It's the sort of thing if you had on the shelf, I would have bought a few ages ago. I'm one of those people. If I want it and I want it now, but I had to do it with this. I know that's not like the same sort of thing, but with this, I had to wait like a month and a half because I was the first one to order one. So yeah, you see, shit. So
yeah, I've got to do mine the second time, Daz. It's definitely one of those mods you would not take it anywhere unless it's got a carpet underneath it, just in case.
Yeah, I mean, it's
especially with him.
It's not the sort of mod I vape while I'm having a beer because I know where it's going to end up. But it's the sort of mod that you go, right, I'm at home today. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to enjoy this beautiful piece of work. Do you know what I mean?
It's one to sit back with over a nice carpet on your settee when you've got a fine single malt in your hand. And enjoy it.
I wouldn't drink. I wouldn't drink with that just in case.
Nah, he's right.
Especially knowing you, Vinny.
What you're doing is you're changing it from pipe and slippers to vape and slippers.
My mocked up smock picture of me with that head on that suit and that smoking jacket. That's what that scenario for that device would be for me.
I mean, but it's a high end, and actually for what it is, there's a lot of mods out there that are similar that are much more expensive.
Yeah.
But I mean, I just every time I go on the website, I'm just like, why?
We all know what Josh's browser history is like now.
Yeah, man, it's great. It's
that mod site.
It's great, man. I don't have to delete the porn anymore. But yeah, I mean, for me, they are just I know the comes from a pair of white gloves too. The only person the only person I've ever seen review one is Mr. J Hayes, and I think he gave it a 9 out of 10.
That for Jay is I mean,
he was just like it's just the way, the machining, the way it's finished, the attention to detail is just second to none. And that's what he does. And
why only a 9 out of 10?
Because Jay never gives anything a 10 out of 10.
Never, unless it's his.
Not a good rate. If you get like a 7 from Jay Hayes, you've got a good mod, a good product. So, he gave it a solid 9 out of 10. So it goes 9 out of 10 because it's just absolutely stunning, and it really is. They really are.
Did we create something better than Sub-Zero at any point?
We can do if you want.
I think it has to go at the very high end of Sub-Zero. I mean, I know none of us have used one or anything like that.
But it's a DNA 75. Like you can get them as switch, you can get them as mechanical. For a mod like that, it doesn't really. It's all about the aesthetic. It doesn't matter how it hits. It's it's going to work. It's going to do what you want because you ask how you want it to work.
Yeah.
You choose your battery.
The one with the Damascus tube.
Yeah, let me just find. I'm still on the website.
That is just something different.
That first one, the silver bit in Damascus. Oh,
still.
It's lovely.
Oh, so you're on about like this one, like the key. Yeah, hold on. Let me just get this picture on. Let me just find the best one I can find. Yeah, let's do that one. Let's change the colours up a bit because I've done a bit of purple, haven't I?
Yeah, I like that purple though.
He does a really beautiful like sky blue as well, and it's just just pops, man. Just absolutely
that really
pops.
Dark pink one's beautiful as well.
Yeah, I mean the mods he makes are just insane.
There's almost like a Maori design on it as well, isn't it?
I think this could be, but he does stuff like this. There you go. That's not a Damascus one, but if you if you want it, like he'll do it. That's the thing. Like, don't get me wrong, you'll pay for it. Does that make sense? Like you'll end up paying for it. But
I mean, if you think about it, though, it's only 50 quid more than the Swordfish that I've just got.
Yeah.
It's made to order as well.
Yeah, completely made to order. I mean,
there you go. We've got a new category. I love that, Daz. I absolutely love that. The new Pornhub category. The Pornhub category.
The Pornhub category. You go. Here's something a little bit different for you as well. I mean, check this. So I'm literally just.
And it doesn't look like a cock.
Oh,
wow. With matching button. Oh.
Yeah, so to me, that is just like Marilyn Monroe in a mod.
Look at the curves, yeah. Wow.
But yeah, anyway, he makes some amazing mods. Really does.
Chris,
check
you
him out.
You need a new category on your spreadsheet.
Yeah.
The Pornhub zone.
Pornhub. Right. I take it we're not going to take a vote on that one. It's kind of obvious what we all think.
I think it's quite clear by our reactions of how stunning that is.
Noted down.
I want a mech version. But I wonder how he makes it mechanical. I hope it's not just a silver contact. Like an SQ type.
I don't know. He does a lot of click fest stuff and stuff like that. But that last one I put was 195.
That's not bad.
Really not that expensive. I mean that the quality of that block alone, and then having the balls to machine it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't really need to take a vote. I mean, I know people in the chat are just.
Yeah, there's not been one piece of
there we go.
negativity.
So here we go. Kelsey, we need a vault category. Keep your sticky fingers off. So yeah, I don't think we need to take a vote on that one, but I just wanted to put that up because I know I mentioned it last week and I couldn't get the picture up, and I was up, but the picture wasn't up. And anyway, I'll be back in 2. I've drunk beer, so I'll be back in a minute. Hold on.
No, he's going to do something else. He has
5 knuckle shuffle. Wow. Yeah, jizz fest. Completely, Nick. Completely. He'll come back all rosy cheeked and out of breath, and yeah.
Blame the beers because it's the first time this week he's drank.
Yeah. Oh wow, that is stunning. TFX. I'm gonna have to go check them out. I know other people are doing that probably as we speak. Wow.
Yeah, I've got a nice purple and Damascus steel style one on up on my other screen, just so the missus sees it. She really likes the colour purple. She might buy me it.
I like purple. I'd have to go purple stabwood on that definitely. Chris, It's really freaky when you vape with your green screen on because it glitches all around your vape.
But yeah, I'd have to go for that blue, the first one with the stab with the wood at the bottom and then the resin on the top. Oh,
you won't get the same, Chris. They'll all be different.
Oh no, I bet that would be the design I would go for.
Colour.
Like, yeah, that colour combination. So it does look like a beach.
Look, it's sweaty. Oh wow, yeah! I think you've stunned everyone into silence, Josh, with that. It's beautiful.
I've just sent into the private chat the one that I've been looking at as well. It's really caught my eye. I really, really like it.
Oh yes, I can see why. Although that's slightly dearer as well, isn't it?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So that's the cal. So that's the that's the. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it?
That is very pretty.
Oh, that's nice.
Fuck amongst yourselves, folks.
Go and check out the website, but don't buy one because I want to buy one and I don't want any of you to have that mod.
I think that's partner.
I'm just taking a look at what I got.
It's all right. They haven't got enough power for any of you fuckers, so you know.
Mechanical.
Yeah.
Do me nicely.
Yeah, I did the big version, like.
Anyway, I just want to put
Gillette Mac 3 razors.
He does Gillette Mac 3 razors and safety.
Yeah, the safety razors.
Yeah. But yeah, just beautiful bits of kit.
Definitely going to be eyeing them up in a bit. I could do with a new razor for my head.
It's just the wait time, man. It's like I said, everything's just like he's got the blocks, but he doesn't make anything until you go, that's the block I want. This is what I want. This is what I want. I want it to have a catch cup, this button, this. You can have it polished, or you can choose everything. The color of you can have brass or stainless steel or whatever you want. Just you choose it, you'll make it.
These are the type of guys where you hope their name will get out a bit more, so then
the thing is, I don't think he wants to be. I think he wants to be as he is because he knows the quality. He knows the quality he can make, and I don't think you can bring somebody else in and do what he does. Does that make sense? It's all like, well, I do it for my love of doing it.
Yeah.
And he doesn't overcharge really. Like you could be charging £600-700 for mods like that, and I think people would still buy them.
Yeah.
And don't forget, he's doing this by hand as well, so that's not going to be like a 5-minute job in the machine.
No.
I can't think he's machining them.
Hello, Lloyd's missus.
Sticks around and darts back in.
I think when he makes them, it's all.
Can I get a beer?
it's all just so it's just beautiful stuff. I'm gonna stop waxing lyrical about the TFX mods because they are stunning. I've known they're stunning for a while. I mean, I've wanted one for a good year.
You might get one in your hand by Christmas, Josh.
Yeah, I need to wait for my paycheck first, like my bonus paycheck. Unfortunately, me and the missus spent too much on other shit like hoovers and vacuums and Can we get a shark? How much is it? I don't know. Just buy it.
I like that purple and blue one.
Chris, stop looking. You're never going to get one, mate. Unless you get Abs to stock them.
They don't go to retail. He just sells them himself. That's the thing. Ivy did, like I said, and they don't even come second hand. Like they don't even come up second hand at all, man. Like people that have got them do not sell them.
That tells you what you need to know, really. That tells you so much.
Nicole, do I buy my new mod?
And like I said, I think you say expensive, but I think really reasonable, really on the whole.
When you think about it,
purple and blue one, it's only $220.
Yeah, it's like I said, the price isn't the issue; it's the weight. It's that going. Oh, I gotta wait for it. I gotta wait. I suppose when that brings the excitement, when it finally arrives, like, oh, I've got it. Like,
you're ripping the postman's arm off.
That is a long wait and a great build-up of anticipation as well, I suppose.
Fuck that, mate. If he says it's ready, I'm driving to Essex to pick it up. I don't even have a car. I'll steal one, man. I'll steal one.
Yeah, you'd want that next day delivery, wouldn't you?
Yeah, next day, yeah. I'll steal a car and then
Same
realise
day delivery.
I can't afford the petrol to get to Essex.
Well, I think that's a very natural point to end today's show on a high of that device, because that was beautiful, Josh. Anyone anything to say before we go?
I'd just like to thank you for having me on.
Great audition, Lloyd. I think you fitted in really well, my friend.
Always a pleasure, never a chore.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and the entertainment from your waitress service alone, I think will get you back on again purely for that side of things. And obviously, you're quite a knowledgeable chap with your vaping, and you like different things as well. And it's nice to have another mech head on. It might kickstart my love of mechs again. I don't know yet. We'll see.
Get another hog, Vinny. I know you want to.
I want the 400, mate. I'm not going to lie. But anyway.
Oh, God, you disgust me.
Get both and do a comparison video on it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to go for another hog, go for the 21700 mech.
No, I want the 400 DNA.
I just think the 400 watts is just too much for.
I love that. Just showed the wife. No, you're not getting it.
We could all.
You should all get one when it comes through a razor. Clean up that lockdown growth.
Oh, I've had to trim.
I know. I'm having to tidy up my beard as well, but I'm too scared to get it fuck up.
I have to do it regularly with me wearing the masks all the time with work. And when I first had to cut it short, I literally cried. Because yeah. But anyway, he'll be back soon, hopefully. Right. Let's wrap it up, Josh. Thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in and chat. Thank you, Lloyd. You've done cracking. We do have another audition next week, and it's something a bit different. It's a female. Oh. Yes, we're having a female on the LXV.
Like, not there's anything wrong with that, Vinny. You're making it sound really bad.
Yeah. Especially when you go in like this, you go, got a female on.
I always do that with my hands when I'm finishing off. It's like doing that.
He's like Vic and Bob shooting stars right now. Oh, freak out. And on that bombshell,
on that slightly sour bombshell.
Anyway, guys, I'm probably gonna hang around in StreamYard for a bit. If anybody wants to jump in the chat, hit me up on Facebook, and I will drop you the link. I'm gonna probably be here for the next half an hour or so. If anybody wants to jump in the chat, this is gonna be a thing that maybe we're gonna do for after shows. So if you want to come in and just hang out and chill and have a chat and chat bullshit, just drop us on the. If you've got me personally on Facebook, just drop it to me. If not, drop it to one of the other guys and they'll send you the link and you can come in the chat. Cheers, guys. Love you all. Been an absolute pleasure. As usual, another banging Friday night. We'll see you all later. Bye.
Much love.